You've got your quadratic pattern there. This is the general term. Then the first difference is they form a linear pattern. The second difference is are constant. All right, make sure you know those concepts. Then be aware that Tn is equal to An squared plus Bn plus C. All right? T1 is going to be A plus B plus C. T2 is going to be 4A plus 2N plus C. T3, no, you are substituting T3, the subscript is N. This subscript is N. So where there is N, I'm putting that subscript. It's not complicated. 1 squared is 1. 1 times A gives you A. 1 times B gives you a B. If N is 2, 2 squared is a 4. 4 times A gives you 4A. Wait. If N is 2, then B is going to be, oh, that's a mistake that I need to correct. It's supposed to be 2, 2N. 2B rather. So this is 2B. If you put N equal to 2 here, you get what? Then put N equal to 3 there, get 3 squared. 9A. Right? Times A, you get 9A. Then put a 3 there, get plus 3B. You following that? Yes. Then plus what? C. Now you find that the C is always going to remain on its own because it's a constant. T4 is going to be 16A plus 4B plus C. So, I lost. Unbelievable because you did the quadratic pattern. You see this N here is the same as this subscript that I'm circling there. So all I'm doing internally is I'm putting that subscript there where there is N. It's simple substitution and simplification. Did you eat during the second break? Right.
So, did you know, sir, that demonstration can affect your ability to complete basic math?
Yes.
You see, like plus and minus.
Yes. You see, in my case, if I don't eat, right? If I don't eat, and if I teach what I didn't eat, maybe due to being busy or something like that. Actually, later in the day, I end up making an unnecessary mistake because my brain won't be firing properly. It only fires because I have to eat, and I need sodium. Those of you who do physical science, sodium helps with sending signals to your brain. So if I don't eat, some of my brain ends up misfiring, and I end up making silly mistakes.
I don't think I was good.
Okay.
Maybe just elementary.
So wait. So yeah. Okay. Can you pay attention? Pay attention. This is not complicated. The N is a subscript. The 1 is a subscript. N is equal to 1. So where there is N there, you put what? 1. Where there is N there, you put 1. And then you get A plus B plus C.
Maybe you need to do the whole equation.
Then where there is N here, you put what? 2. What is 2 squared? 4. 4 times A gives you what? 4A. 2 times B gives you 2B.
Oh,
Right. So it's easy. Right? So let me go to the next stage now. Now be aware of this, that this is a quadratic pattern. So we have our first term is A plus B plus C. The second term is going to be 4A plus 2B plus C. That's the second term. The third term, remember we said it's 9A plus what? 3B plus what? C. Right, the fourth term we said is 16A plus 4B plus C. Now let's find the first differences. First differences. Right, please, by DIFF I'm referring to what? Differences. So if you do a subtraction here, right? Remember, this is it's not complicated. This is T1, that's T2, this is T3, that's T4. So here is going to be 4A minus A, you get 3A.
If maybe they give you like 10 things on so you need to subtract and connect it into play.
Yeah, but generally now you won't get questions like that in reality because the quadratic pattern is very complex. Right? So 2B minus B, C minus C. What is C minus C? 0. Then 9A minus 5A. 4A gives you 5A. 3B plus 2B.
Minus, I go, oh, minus.
16A minus 9A. 4B minus 3B. Okay? So those are the what? Now, check this. These are the first differences of the quadratic pattern. Now, they themselves, that is the first differences, they also form a pattern. And that pattern is linear. So, second differences. So this 5A minus 3A, B minus B, 7A minus 5A, E minus B. Now, when you want to calculate that A now, okay? Want to calculate A. I'm showing you that 2A is the second what? Difference. So let me represent this. Okay, this is for my teaching purposes, okay? This first difference I can call it D1. The second difference I can call it what? D2. Right? If I do that, it means that 2A is going to be equal to what? To D2. So 2A is equal to D2. Therefore, A is going to be D2 over what? Over 2. So this is how you calculate the value of A. In the general equation, you must determine your what? Your second difference. Then you divide it by what? By 2. To get B now. So who came up with this? To get B now is we have got that. We can use that. Generally, we use the first term of the first differences. So if I call the first term of the first differences, this 3A plus B is going to be equal to, please be aware of this, it's going to be T1 of the first differences. So it's going to be T1 of first differences. This will be equal to 3A plus B. Okay? So all you have to do is determine the first term of the first differences. That first term is equivalent to 3A plus what? Plus B. Don't worry, I'll do an example, but maybe in the next week. Okay. You want me to say first T1 of D1? No. And then I need to write it like that. Please be aware that we don't have values here. Okay? I'll show you an example, then you can understand it better. Don't worry. Right? Then to get C now, we use the original term. I'm sure you can see that T1 is equivalent to A plus B plus what? C. So to get C, don't confuse this T1 here, the one that I'm writing now. So I'm going to write it in a different color, maybe that one there. So T1 of the original quadratic pattern will be equal to A plus B plus C. So you have to know this formula. This one here for calculating A, this one here for calculating B, and the last one for calculating C. So you must get A first, then B, then lastly, you must get your C.
For the first equation, 2a is equal to 2. How do you find a? You just got to substitute something. It's got a in the
You see, for any pattern, you'll be able to find this. Don't worry, I'll do examples so you can understand it. So D2 will be the second differences. D2 will be the second differences. All right. Let's do an example quickly. Okay? We still have got, within 5 minutes I can do an example. Okay. So here, right, can I have your attention please? I'm going to do C1. So C1 we have 2, 3, 8, 17, 30. Can you pay attention please? So my first differences are going to be 3 minus 2, that's 1. 8 minus 3, that's 5. 17 minus 8, that's 9. 30 minus 17, that's 13. Right? Are you following that? Then the second differences are going to be a 4, and another 4. Okay? Remember, we calculate A first. So A is going to be D2 over what? 2. Okay? So it will be 4 over 2, which is what? 2. It's very easy. Okay? So I found what? I found A.
So you must remember the equation a is equal to 2.
Yes. Then to find B now, our first term of our first differences is equal to what? 1. And it's going to be equal to 3A plus B is 1. But A is 2. Wonder why it took so long to come. Right? You get 6 plus B equals 1. So B is going to be negative 5.
Wait, so yeah, 3a plus b is equal to the previous thing, or is this something that
Okay, look. Want you to look carefully. Remember, these are our first differences, right? This is the first term of the first differences. It's going to be equivalent to the first term of our sequence here. So the first differences are these, but the first term of the first difference is a what? 1. This is equivalent to 3a plus b. Then we substitute a equal to 2. You get b equal to negative 5. So, to get c, write T1 equal to a plus b plus c. T1 now, it is the first term of the original quadratic pattern, which in this case is going to be that. So I'll put 2 here. My a is also 2, b is minus 5. Simplify, they get 2 minus 3 plus c. Then you get c equal to 5. Okay? Yes?
So I'm just not understanding a and c makes things like b.
See the 5 and the C and A?
Yeah.
That's second term of that C and A, the section there. This is working out the section term. That part not
So I also don't understand B. Yeah. So in B,
Huh?
no, that's the B or
To calculate b, you need to know that the first term of the sequence or the pattern that you will be given, the first term of the first difference of the pattern that you will be given, is going to be equivalent to 3a plus what? Plus b. So for you to be able to determine b, you need an actual what? Number pattern, which is the one that we are given here. Then this number pattern, I calculated the first differences. The first difference is they also form a sequence which is linear. The first term of the first differences is equal to 3a plus b. Huh? You want to use 5a plus b? Yes, okay. Check this out. If you want to use 5a plus b, it means it's going to be equivalent to what? To 5. Let's test it. You see this? What is the second term of the first differences? 5a plus what? Plus b. This is the second term. So if I want to calculate b, I can also use the second term. I can use the third term of the first what? Differences. But generally, we use the first term. But it doesn't mean you can't use the second term or the third. So let's test using the what? The second. If we get b equal to minus 5. Remember? So allow me to tell, I need to answer the question first. So 5a plus b. For our question, it's going to be equal to what? 5. So let's put 5 here. Then what is a equal to? 2. Right? So you get 10 plus b equal to 5. Which means b is going to be negative what? 5, which is what I got here. Right, but I want you to be aware that in most textbooks they use 3a plus b, but I think it's not fair. But somehow I feel like it makes things easier. But if you understand now that you can also use the second term, you use the what? Third term, then you can go ahead. But it means you have to memorize this now. If you use the third term of the first difference, you have to memorize that. If you decide to use the fourth term, it's going to be what? 9a plus what? Plus b. If you decide to use the fifth term, it's going to be 11a plus b.
So, this is one question. So,
Yes, still one question.
so this page here.
Usually 4 marks.
Oh, this 4 marks.
This, I'm doing an example. This was my introduction to explain the concept.
So this is what was memorize. This page. You have to know the whole thing.
Yeah. This page is very important.
That's like the basic structure.
Yeah, this is the basic structure of everything to do with the quadratic pattern. This page. Everything. Okay. And the quadratic pattern comes when you write metric. When you write metric next year, it will be there. Alright. Okay. So let's get on. What's your question? Listen, you can't say in a class, say never mind. As if you're like chatting on social media. So this will be equal to Tn equal to A is a 2. So that will be 2n squared. B is minus 5, so that will be minus 5n. C, 5, so it will be plus 5. So that's the general term. All right.